Tuned in to www.oghuskyradio.com, broadcasting live from the east side of Los Angeles, worldwide. Special guest every Thursday, man. Go ahead and introduce yourselves individually. We'll start with you, man.
Thank you for having me over. First, I want to thank Husky Radio for having us over here. My name is Delta from the WAI TGF group, representing the Latino family, Ecuador, Argentina, Dominicanos, Boricuas, all in LA, and all my Latino families, you know what I mean?
Word.
WAI Crew, What's in the Sand, and TGF, the Graffiti Funk. How y'all doing?
Who else we got up in the spot? Go ahead and let them know what's up.
This is round one, DK, WI, TGF, CLK, VIP, all day, anti-slick. Started back in '88, and I passed the mic to the only ones right here.
Yo, check it. OG 121, VIP, CLK, hanging with the TGF crew. That's my new crew. I'm doing it right here. I got antis. We're just like worldwide doing this thing. WAI, all up in effect. And that's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? Stay wasted, baby.
Individually, and I'll start with you, Delta. Are you a writer, bomber, piecer, tagger? What are you, man?
I would like to categorize myself as being a little bit of everything. I try to stay relevant in the graffiti game as it is, because there's certain things you can't bomb all the time, you can't piece all the time, you can't do what you need to do all the time, because you have a life that needs to be incorporated. Like for myself, I got a wife and kids, a mortgage, houses and shit like that. So I can't.
Hey, whoa, homie, that's not hip hop, dog. We don't hear that shit, dog. That's not hip hop, homie. Hip hop is we write on walls, we're jobless, drink 40s. You know what I mean? Yeah, come on, dog.
Chase our heroes.
But to answer the question, I'm just relevant in the graffiti game in
Dope.
LA.
How about for you, man?
For me, it's just slowly staying active. I've been doing this way back. Like I said, I started from an era where it was lost, and now we found it again. Basically, is the way I'm looking at it. We just
So bomber, piecer, what is it? Active.
Active
or,
bomber,
right.
piecer, tagger, all the way straight up. I'm 38 or 9 years old. I lost count already. I've been in the game since I was like 14, 13, shit. And that's like 87, 86, and something like that. And I've been looking up to cats that were bombing the buses, just mad killing shit day, all night.
And we just happen to have one right here, dog. Go ahead.
Here we go. OG 121, VIP, CLK. I'm representing these cats, TGF Wasted crew. And pretty much you can represent me as a bus rider from the old RGB days.
Yeah.
88 through 92. We've had a lot of crews, and we won a lot of people. I'm not gonna say no names.
Of course not.
Correct.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Let's get into the bus bombing era, because you guys, it's a trip. I never really thought of it when you guys referred to it as a lost era. I was like, that shit is totally true, because a lot of the archives would be in the bus bombing days have stopped because of the buff, or because a lot of the buses have, you know what I mean, been put down, and new fleets coming in. But why is that? Why you guys call it the lost era, or?
I'll take that one.
Go for it.
I'll start off and I'll let it finish. It's called the lost era because for one, there's no more RCGs, which is where we started from our fame. All of us that started writing this, we started writing our thing and on the wall, and the purpose of it was for fame, because we wanted to express who we are individually as artists. And eventually it came down to being crews, which we are now a crew that's united, WI, TGF, DK, all day. But back in the days, VIP, CLK, they did their thing, they represented, and those are the crews that you looked up to. Those are the crews that put the standing ground for everybody that stands out to what it is now, modern day art, which is totally different. And like you say, it's lost from what it was before. But some of us that were back then, and are here now today, and are still active, members of the community that are active, doing things out there, we know what it is back then, back in the middle, and now in the future. And yes, it's very different, and it was lost, but we are found now again.
That's one of the things. The reason why we started doing interviews like this was because I think the documentation, you know what I mean? Like it wasn't documented, because at that time we weren't taking selfies and posting shit, you know what I mean? And so then when we had this opportunity to open, and document hip hop, that's when we started bringing. Matter of fact, one of the first interviews I did, and people don't even know this, the first interview I ever did was with Create from RTN. That's like before all this hip hop music, beat makers, everybody that's come through here. Like, so this ain't nothing new to us. That's why a lot of people try to keep up doing these interviews and they can't, you know what I mean? Like, we could gain access to, you know what I mean, Gardena cats, you know what I mean? South Bay cats, Compton, you know what I mean? South Central, like we're able to reach out. With that, I want to thank you guys, you know, for coming through and giving your time. But we got to get into the bus bombing, though, man. Okay.
So I gotta say something about the bus bombing. So
Okay.
the bus bombing that a lot of the new school cats don't understand and the old school cats do. So you understand you're in this capsule
Yeah.
with people, you know, maybe the 20 to 30 folks of just a random publicness, and then you're standing up, scribing the shit out of a window, scribing, tagging.
Hey, wait. So then, would you say the bus bombers were like the original Hot Boys?
Original Hot Boys. You got Hot Boys. You gotta take someone with you because you might. All right. So back in the day, we had something called heroes.
Yeah.
So them heroes might try to stand up and say
Bus
something.
boys,
to you.
heroes, what you want.
So you gotta tell that hero to shit the fuck down, nigga, while I'm scribing this window.
Yeah, man.
Word up.
I remember one thing. I'll tell you a crazy story real quick about heroes. I remember my homie Bro from CLK one time was catching a front windshield scribe on California Avenue and Tweedy Boulevard in Southgate.
Yeah.
And I was inside the bus and he was outside getting the scribe. The motherfucking bus driver didn't know what the fuck to do. He pulled the fucking steering wheel all the way to the right and ran into the curb and got stuck. So now my homie had all day long to do a fucking piece on the front windshield scribe. He did what he wanted. But then all of a sudden there was a Mexican hero with a cowboy hat running out the bus chasing him and shit. I was like, man, let me out this motherfucking bus. Homeboy knocked the bus down, I knocked the back window open. That's what we did back in the day.
Yup.
And we out the back window, dog.
And then you understand.
Check this out. I'm running down California Avenue behind the hero
That's chasing the.
They didn't even know I was in the bus and shit. We ran into the alley. All of a sudden, the bicycle looks around. He's outnumbered. He fucking ran away.
All right, look.
Now, I don't want to cut nobody off.
Go for it, go.
I want to tell a lot of the new school homies that don't understand about bus riding. Bus riding was about getting all city.
Yeah.
But that's what all riders trying to get, all city. This bus that I just caught in Norwalk is going to roll all the way up Imperial to downtown, turn around and be up by the beach. So it's rolling like 16 miles, and that's how you get all city, or that's how we used to.
Yeah.
We used to get all city back in the day.
I mean, for people tuning in, we're talking about shenanigans and hijinks in the what used to be RTD days. But man, I was conversating with these kids earlier, and you guys were telling me, dog, about fucking the science behind the fucking arrowhead, dog. And
oh yes.
I mean, I know we like to talk about chasing people, heroes, all that shit, but I need the fucking science behind it. And what's an arrowhead for those that don't know? You know what I mean?
Well, an arrowhead. You want to know?
A diamond tip scriber that they use to drill and steel.
No, actually, a diamond tip scriber is the one with the point. The arrowhead is the one with that shit.
Yeah,
arrow.
Pretty much
It
you
looks
grab
like an arrowhead.
Yeah.
Pretty much wherever you got it from, and if you knew you had it, you get scribes on it or front windshield.
Okay.
Pretty much like RTD buses were used like the subways of the old days. That's how people were to see it. So where we lived at, we had all 4 bus lines that ran through. We had Rosecrans, we had Long Beach, we had Atlantic, we had Imperial lines. We hit all those areas. They went everywhere. They went pretty much all through Los Angeles.
Now let's get into the science behind, because the arrowhead will go off a metal detector, right?
Now, see, this is the science we're talking about. So they paint the arrowhead scribe, not the diamond scribe and any other scribe. They paint
The arrowhead.
arrowhead scribe with a metallic paint. So once you get down to sharpening it, it actually is a brass metal that goes through metal detectors.
Brass and nickel, man.
Brass
Goes
and nickel.
through metal detectors. So all those scribes you see in the courthouses, that's what they're using.
I just wanted to share that, because, like, you know, motherfuckers, they be like, oh man, how does this fool scribing so deep in that motherfucker?
What they do is they shave the edges, but you know what we used to do?
They do, not us. They those people. They not anyone in this room.
So
You know what I mean?
old school. We're talking about OG Husky Radio. Old school. We used to spit on the floor as we're waiting for the bus and sharpen our scribes, and that's how we found out that the arrowheads were not a metallic metal. It was a brass metal.
OGSQRadio.com at Wasted Crew. That's WAISTEDCREW.
Science class today.
You're talking about being active. From how the times have changed, is it about going legit? Do you guys, any of you guys see that going legit? Is that any aspect of what you do with the art? Let's start Yeah, the family man with the mortgage and the APR and shit and man, fucking Obama loan and all that shit. Go ahead, dog. Let's hear from you.
Well, you know, I love to do legit shit because of course you take your time and you can't do it, but no, not really. I mean,
let's keep it real.
We straight,
illegal.
Still. So it'll still be. Will it always be, or is that what? Is it because it's just never in the formula because that's not where it started from, or like for you individually, like go for it. Let's see.
So, graffiti, straight out, is something that you do illegally. Let's just get this done with. Graffiti is illegal. Okay? If you get permission to do something on a wall, that's a mural. That's something that you got the privilege to do something to represent a certain art format of whatever you're representing propaganda-wise.
Yeah.
But when you do graffiti, you do it for yourself, not for a fame, not for fans. You do it for your self-confidence, for your self-indulgence and self-pride, because you know what you are as an artist and you express yourself as an artist.
But is it art or is it more ego? Because y'all motherfuckers just writing your name, dog.
Well, no, when it's about graffiti, it's about, first of all, it's family,
yeah.
WAI, then it's individually our names, yeah. But all together it's all graffiti. No matter how you look at it, it's the first part. It's one of the elements of hip hop which we all represent and live every day like a religion.
Straight up.
So straight up, it's in our blood. It's what we do, and it's what our kids are gonna do.
You brought up murals. What is your feel on like murals being hit as hotspots, like to do a 2-color? How do you feel about that shit?
I don't know nothing about a 2-color mural unless you're...
No, I'm saying like someone going over the mural, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like a bomb going over
the mural.
I'm
yeah.
totally, against that.
And why?
I think because a mural needs to have more respect than a throw up or a bomb or a 2 or 3-color bomb, because there's a place for everything.
I like that.
If you have a wall for murals, it has to be represented as murals in like a uniform. If you have, if you're hot on the street and you're throwing up bombs and you're quick at it, you do it like the old school spit guy, then go for it, do your thing, but don't go over nobody's mural.
The thing is now we have too many new school spit guys, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? That's all it is, yeah.
But they don't know the rules.
So
they don't know the rules.
Who taught you the rules? First question, and the second part is how come the rules never got passed down to the youngsters, Phil?
Well, I'm gonna answer that question, but I just wanted to, elaborate what he was saying about the murals. Like for example, a perfect mural that always gets hit is where the 110 and the 101 or the 10 hit with the ladies, or the man and the ladies.
Yeah.
It always gets hit and it's always fixing that. And I really respect that because they're coming back, they're putting new paint to make that mural be established. But yeah, and then there's been established bombers that come and want to paint over that.
Yeah.
But us being artists and saying, oh, we're doing graffiti artists, I think it should be respected. But also, you're on a hot freeway spot where the 110 and the 101 is. We're going to rock that shit. It's another mentality that a lot of writers have in LA. So
it doesn't necessarily have to be the young generation.
No.
It's an old generation that's still in the same format of thinking.
Word up.
But, and that's the other thing I love about graffiti, and I gotta say this: we don't know who's young, who's old. It's a wall. You don't know who's out.
Okay, so then, where did you guys get these rules that you speak of? Because I don't see the rules written on walls. So where did you guys get these rules from? Then is what I want to know.
Running into people in the yard. Like it's 2, 3 in the morning, and then who the hell is walking down that track? So you gotta run into these people,
Dope, yeah.
And that's where I gotta give a shout out to a couple of people that show me love when I'm out there at 2, 3 in the morning by myself. Sometimes, Big Mace from H&R, the homies from KI, A's, Vulgar, my homie Dart from LAW, the homie Sir from 166, all my homies from Gardena.
Word up. Hey, with that though, it's cliche for everybody to be like, oh, hip hop this, but when I asked you guys off there about the craziest story, and the craziest story you guys came up with is like super fucking hip hop. So I need.
There's big crazy stories, bro.
Talking about that one battle we had with TGF.
Yeah. So that battle, what was the battle though? Like, cause
it was a crazy battle. It didn't start off as a battle. It started off as a birthday invitation party, and when we got there, it ended up being like a whole crew that's known out there in the streets, and we went out there as a whole crew ourselves. When we got there was a competition in 3 different formats of the hip hop industry, which is one in graffiti, one in breakdancing, and one in rapping. And basically, we took out, as TGF, we took out everybody in every section of hip hop, of every angle that you could think of that night. And the prize was certain spray paint cans that they got that day for their birthday. They came up on, well, that was the prize, and we ended up taking all their paint.
Tell me that shit ain't super motherfucking hip hop right there, though.
No,
You know what I mean?
Not only did we take their paint in every aspect of hip hop,
That's what this is one of the best battles, because it not only was it graffiti, it was breakdancing,
MC, yeah.
MC, and this is what OG Husky Radio is about. It's about hip hop and the music.
Elements, yep.
And not only about graffiti, but rapping, DJing, and this is what we did. You know, one of my homies that I go paint with, he's not a graffiti artist. He's nothing but a breakdancer, Sir 166 from Gardena. But he's down to drive me.
Roll it out and shit.
Tell me
Because he's down with the fucking
he's like,
movement
you
and shit.
Down, but you know what? Then we'll go end up to a club, and this nigga, I'll be like, you ain't down to go breakdance. And spinning and doing windmills and shit. But this is all about beat
All right, let's get into this shit then, because we're talking about pretty much three generations of graff in here. You know, dating back to like the lost era, but I would say the golden era.
Yes, sir.
Too. Do battles still exist today though?
What do you think, Once?
Well, it's like this. Right before,
And we got the crowd over here to the right. Yeah, we got the camera.
That's a burn. Shout out Primo, Reve, and Rami. We ain't gonna show their face, but they in the spot. Let's get into it though. Battle.
You guys remember when everything switched, right? Like when they told everybody you had to be from a gang or you had to be from.
Yeah, some.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. That's when certain things changed and graffiti became more of a picturing. Like for instance, like
Either you're from graffiti or you're from a gang.
No, it's either you're gonna be a piecer or you're gonna do pieces, because pretty much tagging and that era was about over. There was no more doing that anymore. No more Big John Stud. No more. What was his name on the bus? It was Rambo. RTD boys. No. These are the RTD.
RTD boys.
Some of the drivers and some of the RTD boys.
RTD boys.
Yeah, I remember them. But anyways, when that was all done and over, that's when the era broke out with these guys, and they just started tearing the whole neighborhoods apart. But with like beautiful pictures.
Yeah.
And bombs, you know, and that's what I remember, because by that time it was like we were done. My era was over.
So then it's just progression. It just moves on.
Exactly. Yeah, pretty much when we were handed that card of either become from a gang or become.
And everyone in LA is familiar with it. It's nothing that we're like shining like, and we could call it the dark era or whatever we want, the tag banging era, whatever it was. Whatever you want to label it, but that's actually had a big effect on everything.
On everybody.
So that's dope, because a lot of people won't even talk about that, on some real shit. That's why I like, to bring it up, like, yeah, you don't think that had an effect on what this fucking culture that was uniting people and shit, like, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, no, it did.
Now I would have to say that happened across all of LA, because
Oh yeah, trust me, Southern California.
We're about 20 miles different from LA, They're repping Norwalk and I'm repping Gardena, and the same shit happened where some of the homies from the neighborhood that you're from are like showing you love, but then eventually they're like, hey, my boy,
We're actually repping Linwood and Compton. And
you guys got the whole
and Gardena, to be exact.
Okay, so I gotta ask you guys: is graffiti political?
It's very political.
If you make it, it's very simple. I'm sorry, I'm gonna take this one.
We could all chime in and shit. You know what I mean?
Graffiti is very bottom line. Get up. If you're not bombing, then you're putting up slap tags. If you're not slap tagging, you're scribing. If you're not scribing, you're, piecing on Facebook. If you make it political, then it is. But if not, then it's
okay. Then, because you're talking right now, is it political for Delta?
You know what? It's a hobby for me.
Oh shit!
And it's fun. When it loses its fun, then that's when it.
What would make it lose its fun?
Politics.
So why do you do it then? Why do? Yeah, that was dope as well.
Because my wife is like, because my wife is talking to me and shit. I'm like, what you gotta do? I'm like, I'm going out hanging out with the homies, and then like I said, I'm into comedy, guys. I do graffiti because, man, I've been into graffiti for so long. That's who I am. I love it. It just relieves my stress.
Let's see. We get a straight answer from Zara after he takes that. They even got their own fucking whiskey brand. You see that shit? Like a WAI whiskey, dog. Who else rolls like that?
Hey, my big brother was a pop locker.
And you're a street teacher.
My older brother, he's a DJ, and I just ended up being a
Graff.
writer.
So,
talking about test one.
I just love it, man.
so
Explain it.
Zerel, is it political in the sense of like you're fighting the government, you're going against people, or what? Or is it more
You know
ego?
what? It's from in my aspect of the view, and because I'm a little bit older than Delta, but I'm a little bit younger than Once.
And I'm a Capricorn. Like, wait.
And I'm a Capricorn as well. I'm also a Capricorn. But with that being said, when we let these cats into TGF, we knew we had a gold mine right here because this guy has nothing but heart.
Yeah.
And this older generation, nothing but heart. And this middle generation, nothing but heart, dog.
Okay, so is it political?
It's totally political, but we
Yeah.
try to stay away from the political
Nice.
side of it, dog. We try to divide ourselves from the political side.
Why does Zerel do it then?
Zerel does it for the fucking love of the motherfucking, the whole hip hop scene, dog. Breakdancing.
Because we're wild and
tagging,
insane,
bombing,
man.
piecing. And because you know what, dog? I'm a father of 4, and I want my kids to know that
Straight
I
up.
stood for something in this life.
Straight
Not
up.
just working like a dog every day as a slave to this government. I know what my parents imposed me to when they brought me into this world. I'm imposed into the Catholic religion. I'm imposed into the schools in this place where I live at. But I'm able to express myself artistically wise, and I'm able to reach that out to everybody in this world. Not only to this radio station, Husky radio station, number1.com, but also to WAI, which is the crew that me and Delta represent. Once right here to the right of me, dog, my right hand man, dog, right here. VIPCLKLC, dog. That's the reason why I do things. I started my own crew up, TGF. I got members from it, both right here next to me. I got man members out there.
What's your guys' stance on wheat pasters and stickers?
Hey man,
I love it.
We love
I
it,
love
dog.
it, man.
It's just another
I
format.
love it. It's another
It's just
form.
another format. And if you know anything about fonts,
Great
it's just another
style.
format.
So
Great style of getting up.
can I just be a wheat paster and a snap tagger?
Nowadays, yes sir.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Back in the days, no sir.
That's the best fucking answer right there, dog.
That's true.
You're like-
You might, we don't know what's happening
I
with
ain't
you.
gonna
You might be
bullshit
fighting cases. You might,
But yeah, because like Delta, you're telling me, before, dude. But like, why did you get into like doing the stickers?
Why'd you get-
Well,
Yeah.
I got into stickers because I was fighting serious cases that prohibited me from going hard on the paint. But you know, I could be in the daytime.
Isn't that like oxymoron?
I could be in the daytime rocking Crenshaw right now, right?
Yeah.
Or in the daytime, and then
Yeah, not right now, because right now wouldn't be the daytime rocking Crenshaw right now.
Well, as an example, and then what they'd ask me is somebody rolled their window down, they'd be like, "What you doing?" "Oh, this is a skateboard company."
Yeah.
And then nothing will happen, and I can hit, me and my boy Dart LAW, we do a 4-corner, 8-corner, just rock every main street.
Damn.
Imperial Crenshaw, Century and Crenshaw, Figueroa and fucking Century, and we just go down rocking in the daytime. But what are they gonna do about stickers? Nothing, because it's a fucking sticker. I'm representing a fucking skateboard company or.
So what do you like better?
Yeah. What would you prefer to do?
Oh fuck! I love bombing. Man.
No que no.
But this is the alternative. It's like nicotine gum. I'm trying to stop.
but I'm still, but nicotine still got me.
I'm gonna tell you one thing, though.
But being serious, that's
I'm
what I love.
elaborate.
But you're still up. You're staying relevant in the game, and there's a big sticker game coming up in LA right now.
Yeah, beyond.
We can look through the doors of OG Husky Radio right now, guys, and stickers is another big thing in LA. Not a hipster thing.
No, I just think it's cool, like, because a lot of people shit on it, dog, and it's like, nah, man, the reason why people did it, and even with that, like, a lot of, man, it's dope when everything you guys have touched on and breaking it down, like generations, how it works out, like we could see that shit. Like, but the people that are successful, they keep it going, are the ones like you guys are deeply rooted in hip hop and can understand this shit's gonna change, dog. Like, it's like a drug dealer right now trying to sell fucking what is the old shit back, man? Not PCP, like PCP, huh? Yeah, man. Yeah. Hey, man, fuck, Sherman's still cracking. I don't know what you're talking about, dog. We're in the east side, homie. Ah, fuck. Yeah, nah. But I'm just saying, like,
Whenever we go to
But like, you know what I mean? Like, you're gonna flip more Fetty out slanging some meth than you would some Sherman this era. Like, you know what I mean? I'm just saying. If you're trying to, if you guys are trying to put your kids through college, I'm just saying. You know. But you know, you gotta, as a hustler, you gotta adapt with the time, and I think that's what the success to it is. You know.
Let me say something real quick.
Go for it.
Times are changing. We as a writers, as a unit, we are evolving. We are evolving.
Yeah.
And if this means sticker action, then go for it, dog. We have never. That's one thing about graffiti. We have never downplayed anything that has to do with promotional graffiti, because all we do is promote our graffiti. So anything that's for it is a plus, no matter how you look at it. Whether there's people shitting down, like you said, on the sticker shit, I don't give a fuck about that. It's just another format of us getting our font out there. It's another way of getting our graffiti out there. Anybody that says anything against that is not a real graffiti artist, because they don't know what they're talking about.
How do you
call those landmarks?
When it comes to that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Landmarks, we used to do them with straight, flat, black.
Somewhere where they wouldn't
It's a
buff it.
different
Somewhere where they wouldn't buff it.
Yeah.
Somewhere where they wouldn't buff it.
It's called a landmark for a
It's called a
reason.
landmark. And then the stick tags, they remind me of going to a rave.
Now,
And
how
that's
long
why
have you been
see
glowing
a
about the
rave.
sticker you put
Yeah.
5 years ago?
Oh yeah, I tell this guy, I put a sticker
Remember,
on
you have
like
to
3 years
be the
ago, and
buck.
it's still writing, right? It's crossed on there. I don't know they'll cross the thing out.
This is the older generation.
You know
what I'm saying?
The younger generation. Right?
How about photographers and benchers? Like, how do you guys feel about
I
that?
love them.
Yeah.
I love them. Let them
So
do their thing.
the
Not
more
do
the
their
more
thing.
the merrier. Is there a certain part where it's just
I
a,
love phrase. That's another way. Like if you're
metal bombing, dog,
if
is
you're
shit.
hot in the streets, then you turn to phrase.
Now, here's
Yeah.
the thing. After the bombing era, after we got lost,
yeah,
we went straight to the fucking train bombing.
Well,
we
because
didn't
it
get
was-
lost.
yeah, because it
We
wasn't
just
in the
moved.
hood.
We just
Yeah.
moved somewhere else.
Because it wasn't in the hood. Remember that. It wasn't in the
We
hood.
went to fucking Soto Street, did our fucking thing.
Yeah.
We hit every fucking train we could, because everything that was, we love to hit shit that's in motion, because we love to
Straight,
see that shit drive by, and one day come across it and be like, oh shit, look it, that's me.
And then see another thing that the young school don't understand, like hitting the train is like hitting a bus. You're getting instead of
right.
hitting all city.
yeah. That
all
line
nation.
that line is kind of running a little bit farther, homie.
Yes, sir.
You know what? It's dope though, people. And what I want to just is that you guys are about documenting, because you guys come and you guys were active in the lost era that wasn't documented. Not too many people have pictures of those scribes, of the destinations, of the
By the
fucking
way,
grills.
if
You
you're
know what I
talking
mean?
about Scribes, I gotta take a quick shout out to say rest in peace, my homie Provoke 175.
Scribe
Yeah,
King,
Scribe
my
King,
nigga,
man.
Master. Anywhere you go, you've been to a hotel, you've been somewhere it's good to meet, you see Provoke up.
Man, that's the top part. When after you scribe, you have to put saliva on your fingers and I get the dirt in there and shit.
Hit it on dirt. Plastic only.
Yeah, you get the color. I read about that shit. OGHuskyRadio.com. What can I? Gardena, Paramount, Compton, in the graph game. So
Linwood and Southgate.
Linwood, Southgate, all that good stuff, man. So will you guys ever stop?
Never.
Never.
I stopped for
man.
12 years.
You know what?
Yeah.
I got a 12-year-old daughter. I think she's gonna be Delta 2.
It's when she has to get the hand styles up though, no? And she there? She's there already?
And I'm gonna be straight up. She knows. Like, I'm gonna tell you what. I was locked up for like and I said, "Hey, baby girl, I'm on a fishing boat." Because I was watching the fisherman. She said, "Daddy, when you called me and said you're getting a collect call from me." That's fucked up, dude. It's laughing.
It's fucked up that we could sit here and laugh about that kind of shit. You know what I
You
mean?
know, but she knows. And then I called her today and I told her to log in and watch me on the radio. And I gotta give a shout out to my baby girl. I love you.
Straight up real shit. That's the real hip hop shit right there. I don't know what the fuck y'all for the love of, man.
That's
But
right.
you know, when it's all said and done, we do it. You know what I
Because
mean?
graffiti is nothing bad. They
Yeah.
charge us like felons, but we're not.
Nah, definitely not.
You
Hey,
know?
and I want to say, you know, one thing. I mean, there's always that fine line between LA and New York. I know
Yeah.
there's always questions being asked between LA and New York. I'm gonna just say this: LA was influenced by the things that was going on in New York, and New York is influenced by the things that are going on presently now in LA.
But that's the thing with hip hop is that once we realize it, it's all hood motherfuckers. Like if you really even date back to what hip hop, graff, all the cultures are like, it came from nothing. Like that's all we are. Like how are we competing with ourselves if we're all the same, dog?
We're
You know
all
what I
the
mean?
same. But the thing is that the only thing we're competing for Well, for me personally, the only thing I'm competing for is to see how many times I can put my motherfucking name more than anybody. That's the only thing I'm competing for. And you can ask any one of my motherfucking rivals that question.
And any youngsters or older, whoever's fucking listening, I don't want to put like even youngsters or even like that, but just anybody. Yeah, but I'm just saying, anybody that's out there listening, like, we broadcast in East LA, dog. We're in fucking the gang active hood. It's all bad. It's whoop-de-whoop. We have all these artists coming through, like, every week, dude. And, like, it can be done, like, and it's through fucking hip-hop, dude. You understand that shit? Like, so when people are like, oh, what's the power of it, or what's the fucking purpose of it, like, it's always bigger than you. Always, dog. And like I said, it's just when cats like you are, like, deeply rooted in shit. Like I said, I read a lot about Bus Bomb, and I never did it in my life at all, and I fucking read about it. I never caught a grill, Scribes, you know, driver's side, hold the brake in the back. I read a lot, you know what I mean? But
they'll pull the bus over and chase you out the damn bus.
Yeah, exactly, with the heroes, all that shit. But
in '88, and we won every one of those battle winners.
Yeah.
If I say no names, they know who they are. I'm just gonna say our crew name. Our crew name was VIPCLK LC.
But we definitely like got to further, man, and I want to thank you guys for being open to keeping it going. You know what I mean?
No, thank you for having us.
Shout out the Line 45 on Monterey and Huntington Drive, the crossover where you had the 78, 79. I used to read a lot of books right there, homie.
Well, I want to say a shout out to Husky Radio. Thanking us for having over. I want to shout out. I know this is an international show to all my Latinos, my Boricuas, my Dominicanos, my people from Ecuador, my people from Argentina. Rock that graffiti. This is an international show. OG Husky Radio keeps it popping.
Last question though: is there a graff scene? And what is it? What is
There's
it?
a graff scene.
There is.
There's a graff scene, and so far we've been to Battle LA 1, Battle LA 2. Now we're looking for Battle LA 3.
Yeah.
Forward to the K4B, the K4B. What do you call that? Their new show they're gonna have during the summer.
Well, I'm gonna say this in Spanish. Mira, yo he ido a Argentina a pintar, yo he ido a Ecuador a pintar, yo he ido a Puerto Rico, dominicanos a pintar, y yo siempre voy donde yo voy, yo pinto, y todos los lugares en Latin America que yo he ido, yo pinto, y there's always huge ass graff scene.
Hip hop, baby.
Lo que quiero decir, LA, you need to step out. It's not just, you know, and then no disrespect to my Mexican people.
Yeah.
No hay muchos ecuatorianos, no hay muchos argentinos and Dominicans and Puerto Ricans in LA. There may be in New York, but you know, for all of us, we're all a Latin nation of graffiti writers that would
definitely.
and put it in there.
You know what? I just think in hip hop in general, like even like no disrespect, but even just putting like Latinos or anything, like nah, dude, because you could just open it up as hip hop as a people. You could go to any hood like worldwide, and this shit'll you get you some places. You know what I mean? Hell yeah.
You know, the thing is, a lot of us try to say, okay, because each major city has their major, like, o si vas a Florida, somos cubanos. O si vamos a New York, somos dominicanos. O si vamos a LA, somos mexicanos, but we're all one.
Yeah. Straight up, real shit.
Me as being a Mexican right here, I got an Ecuadorian homie, I got a Peruvian homie, he's Ecuadorian, I got a white homies, I got a black homie. I don't give a fuck. There ain't no color lines between me and graffiti. Graffiti has no lines, has no Latino. Latinos.
But that's the power that hip hop could do. That's why this shit has to be taken over by corporations and doing that shit.
Graffiti by itself, okay, hip hop is another aspect.
Yeah, graffiti.
Graffiti is one aspect of hip hop. In the graffiti aspect of hip hop, there is no color lines, and there is no nations. We're all one to represent each other, and then with each other as a crew.
Straight up.
And we're right here at WI TGF.
Yeah, handle.
I want to give a shout out to my whole Western crew, all my family, the big homies, you know who you are.
Fritz, you know, Taser.
And then I want to give a shout out to the people that are not from my crew, but that I paint with, that show me a lot of love. LAW, my homie Dart, my homie Sir 166 from the KI crew, fucking Vulgar A's, the homie Big Mace from TGF, and the homie Big Mace from H&R. That nigga's hungry. I love these niggas, you know. My homie from out of states, Ballard, Queen Swank, they're over here rocking.
Wasted crew, WI, all the way.
from the valley, you know, but Bowser Swing, watch out for them. They're out there killing it.
There it
That's
is.
right. And then me right here representing Zerel 1, WIDK, CLK, VIP, Antis Click. Right here all day, every day. I want to give a quick shout out to the homie Plek, the homie Fritz, the homie P82 Picture, the homie Elias, the homie E Nash, the homie A Plus, all the homies from the Waste Crew, Dropping Knowledge Crew, DK Choose, you know, doing time right now. Choose was the last one to see Provoke, rest in peace. One of the King members right here from WIDK Tgf, which was also from TGF, DK, and WI. And I want to give a quick shout out to my family, my 4 kids, my wife, and everybody that's listening in. And thank you very much, Husky Radio, for doing this.
My wife,
for
Camille,
us.
girl, you know.
What's up, Once?
Hey, you know what's cracking, dog? Much love to you guys. Hey, OG Husky Radio, thank you for having me here. WIs, thanks for letting me represent with you guys. You know what I'm saying? Much love to everybody out there, dog. Represent who you are, what you're about. I've been there and done that. I'm still doing it. So keep it rocking. Once more, VIP, CLK, TGF.
OG Husky Radio. Thank you guys for your time. Stay posted.
Thank you, OG Husky.